Sup y'all, Soupy Ghost here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up the combined Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask randomizer. Now you may be asking yourself, what is that? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. Both of the beloved games come together to form one giant randomizer. Basically what you're doing is you're taking all of the items from each game and then throwing them back out randomly into both worlds. It's kind of crazy. First, I'll be showing you how to set up the randomizer and everything you need in order to do so. Then I'll play a little bit, you can sort of see how it works. And real quick, I also made a guide on how to set up just an Ocarina of Time randomizer. And if you want to check out that video, I'll leave you the link for that. All right, let's get into it. All right, so there's a few things we're gonna need in order to play this randomizer. First, we're gonna need a computer, an N64 emulator. As far as emulators go, you can use Project 64 or BizHawk. I personally use Project 64. A controller, you can use anything that hooks up to your PC via USB or a wireless controller that works. I use a GameCube controller that connects via USB. And a ROM for both Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, which we'll get into a little bit more later, because they have to be the correct format for the emulator. All right, now we're gonna head on over to our browser and go to ootmm.com. And here we're gonna go to generate a seed. All right, so now on this page is where you're going to want to select the ROMs that you downloaded. One for Ocarina of Time, one for Majora's Mask. They show you here the type of ROM that you need to download. I can't be much help in showing you exactly where to find these ROMs. I'm just going to have to leave that up to you to find these ROMs yourself. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click on the Ocarina of Time here. I have my ROMs saved in their own special folder, so I have Ocarina of Time here, Majora's Mask here. I'm going to click Ocarina of Time, hit open, and as long as that shows up, it should work. All right, then I'll do the Majora's Mask one. Click it here. Boom. All right, so both of my ROMs have been loaded in here. Super easy as long as you keep track of where you're keeping your ROMs on your computer. Now, this website makes things super duper easy, as you'll see in just a moment. Like, we'll come down here to main settings, and this is where we're going to start setting up our randomizer. So these settings are actually still loaded in from my previous randomizer that I played. So like, for example, single player, the goal, which is what you have to do in order to complete the randomizer. So once I beat Ganon and once I beat Majora, that means that I've successfully completed the randomizer. And then the item pool, this kind of makes it easier or harder for you to find certain items. Like, there could be doubles of items or only one of each item, and you can kind of hover over these little question marks here and they'll explain a little more thoroughly what each thing means. And then coming down here is where the more specific settings are. Again, it's definitely going to be a little bit harder doing both games, like depending on your knowledge of each game. Like, for example, I know Ocarina of Time very well and I know Majora's Mask pretty well, which makes this a little easier for me because I can get a lot of Majora's Mask items in Ocarina of Time, and it's easier for me than doing just a Majora's Mask randomizer. Let's just put it that way. But this is where you can shuffle songs, keys, Skulltula tokens, maps, you know, all the kind of basic randomizer settings are right here. More specific things down here, I don't know, just take your time and go through the settings and kind of find what you like and what works best for you. They have like pot shuffle, grass shuffle, which I really want to do. Like, all the grass patches have random items in them. Shop prices, all this stuff, like every setting is in here. Like, it's very user friendly. So yeah, basic settings here. Items. This is where it gets a little more specific to the combined randomizer. Like, for example, if I get the Deku Nuts in Ocarina of Time, then I'll also have them in Majora's Mask. But I like to keep them all separate personally. So, but you can just go ahead and click it if you want Epona right away in both games. Shared hook shots. Yeah, it just gets a little more confusing for me, so I keep those off personally. Go down to entrances. You can do entrance, rando if you want, dungeons, vanilla. It's all there. You could do specific tricks or glitches, which I don't know really any glitches, so I don't even mess with that or tricks really. Then you go down here to like cosmetics and you can randomize them, or like all these different colors you can make your tunic. But I just do random for everything. And you can even input like custom player models for Ocarina of Time, which is really cool. So yeah, so I'm gonna go back to ROM configuration here. And all you have to do is just hit generate. And then you wait for the thing to load. It takes longer because there's 2 games that it has to load things for. Come on now. And yeah, you want to make sure you have a spoiler log just in case you get stuck and you need to refer to where an item is. That's where you will see it, because it's definitely possible to get stuck. All right, so go ahead, hit save. And then what I do is I just click up here. All right, so this is where it popped up. This showed up in my downloads. What I would do is save it in a folder where you'll remember to find all this stuff. But yeah, we have the game file here, all good to go. And then we also have the spoiler log down here, just in case you get stuck and need to find an item that you can't find to progress. It's very important. All right, we're gonna go ahead now, and we're gonna open up Project 64. Once we're in here, we're gonna go to File, we're gonna go Open ROM. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to where we saved the file that we just downloaded. We're gonna open it up. and it should open right up. All right, yep. So as long as you see both logos on there, you should be in good shape. And there you go. You can start your randomizer. All right, now that I've shown you how to set it up, I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit just to kind of show you how it works a little more. All right, we're starting off in Kokiri Forest here, and I highly recommend using an item tracker. You can see one right below my webcam here. I use Emo Tracker. They actually have now an Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask combined tracker, which is really nice. There's definitely a few more trackers out there, which I will link some of those in the description. You can also randomize the music, but I like keeping the music vanilla sometimes. I like the vibe. All right, so some of the things I set up for this randomizer, all major items, such as like the swords, ocarinas, like hookshot, bow, you know, things like that. Skulltula tokens, stray fairies, maps and compasses, tingle maps, you know, things like that. First thing we'll do is we'll go over to, let's go to Mido's house, because we got some chests in here. You can also make it so that the chests are identifiable by if they have big items or not. I like to keep them all the same, so I really have no idea what I'm about to get into. All right, let's see. All right, we got the adult's wallet, and then you can see right there for Ocarina of Time. So I'll actually show you which one it's for. And then we got, all right, perfect. Yeah, Piece of Heart for Majora's Mask. What do we have here? Bomb Shoes for Majora's, dang. We're actually getting some decent items right away. Red Potion for Majora's Mask. All right, so now you can kind of see how that works. So now what I'm going to do is just kind of show you how you get from one world to the other. Ooh, a poopy. So what I did for this is I kept the forest open so that we can easily travel, so that I can show you exactly how to get to the next game. In order to get to Majora's Mask, all we got to do, come to the market, come right around here. We're going to go into the Happy Mask shop. We're going to open the door and... look at that. Dawn of the first day. We are in Majora's Mask, y'all. And Oath to Order right away. We won't need that until literally the very end. But hey, it means we won't have to look for it anymore. Pretty cool, right? Look at that. We got a bottle of Majora's Mask. 1 out of, I think, 6 bottles. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you kind of how that worked, how to get between the two games, and how to identify which item is for which game. All right, y'all, so that was my little guide on how to set up Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask Randomizer. Hopefully this will help you out. I will link below a couple of trackers that you want to use. You definitely want to use an item tracker. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you're enjoying the content. Thank you so much.